are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Hey, Stephanie. Cowboy 80. Big Lion.
Ward off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Baker going to change it up. Mayfield on play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Ward. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Got it. Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now, Ward. And this is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of
touchdown. R.J. Harvey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Bucs are back within a score. Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To throw is Ward. This one taken in by Olave. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, here's Ward. A quick hitter complete. It's Harvey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
In motion right, Olave. Again, it's Ward. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Brian Burns. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Ward. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 7, Viking 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A run up the middle with Irvin. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
180! Stop!
They'll try and run here with Irving. Scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trap 60. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
60 Falcons. 60
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
60 Maverick. Lightning 18.
Now Ward. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Broncos leading. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. 18. Pioneers. Win.
A final shot before break. Ward going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Ward. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Quick throw to Olave. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
70, 70.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Mayfield now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
39-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He completes it to Olave. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A good pickup there at 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ward. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and added another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Here's 2nd and 7. Baker changing the play at the line. To throw, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
King! Real.
Throwing, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And there's another. It again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here's Ward. Throwing to start the drive. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Trap 60!
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
79. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Check the eagle. Check the eagle. Come on. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Tank Dell.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
For a first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll tuck this and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Here's 16. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now he's loose again, and he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Again, it's Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones, and
this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Buccaneers 16. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180.
Now Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Atlanta, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Swift for sale, like 5 below. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback, brake truck stop. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. Killer Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, rolling stone and no rolling. Killer phone, your ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with the villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. To put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your brains.